Season 1 Reloaded for Black Ops 6 released recently with a new Zombies map. Here's the main Easter egg guide for Citadelle del Morts. This Easter egg is pretty long, so make sure to set aside over an hour of playing before you start. We start by unlocking Pack-a-Punch. Open doors until you get to the main castle and then head underground. You'll need to shoot 3 locks on the box to unlock it, and then a mini-boss will come out. Kill that and pick up the crystal it drops. Interact with the portal that's in the box, and Pack-a-Punch will appear. Now head to the location behind Quick Revive and interact with the door to talk to Krafft, who will chat for a bit. Keep playing and getting points and items until round 10 if you aren't there already. Once you reach round 10, there will be zombies that spawn and have a bucket on their head and are immune to headshots. Kill these and they will drop a stamp. You'll need 4 stamps in total, but you can progress to the next step as soon as you have one. Once you have a stamp, head over to this room where the knights are. Interact with one of the knights to trade a stamp for a sword. Take note of the symbol on the knight as this corresponds to which element the sword is. Repeat this process until you get all 4 stamps and swords. From here, it might be worth keeping zombies alive and the round going with the last zombie to complete these steps, as they can take some time. The next step is to upgrade the swords you have. These can be done in any order. The fire sword is the dragon emblem. Equip the sword and head to the top of the stairs in the entrance to the castle. Interact with the dragon to put the sword in the holder. There are now 3 fire pits around the map that you'll need to interact with and bring back to the dragon. Once you interact with one of them, it will set you on fire and you'll slowly lose health. Zombies will spawn as you run back, and if you melee one of them, it will restore your health. Once you run back to the dragon, interact with the sword again to add the fire to it. Once completed, the dragon will breathe on the sword and you'll have Caliburn. The lightning sword is the stag emblem. Equip the sword and head down to the dungeon area and wait for an armoured zombie to spawn. We did this during a round, so I'm not sure if you'll need to start a new round for it to appear. This zombie will drop a lightning rod, one of 3 you need to collect. The second lightning rod is to the left of Deadshot Daiquiri, and the third one is by the steps near Speed Cola. You need to have dead wire on a weapon and shoot the blue electricity box to drop it. Once you have all 3 items, take them to the castle wall near Elemental Pop and interact with the urn. Kill zombies with the sword to charge it, and once it's charged, interact with the urn. Repeat this 3 times, and then interact with the urn again to upgrade the sword. The dark sword is the raven emblem. Equip the sword and head to the room right next to the knights. In here, you'll need to look for an animal bone that you can pick up. They seem to be a horn, skull, jaw, scorpion, or fish. Take note of which one it is you picked up. Head to the spawn area and go to the tavern basement. There is a circular dial on the wall you can interact with to put the bone in, and then interact with again to put the sword in. You'll need to interact a 3rd time to be able to turn the dials. The symbols you need depend on the bone, and the easiest way to do this is to refer this table I found on Reddit. The symbols on this table need to be lined up at the bottom of the dial, and once matched and submitted, a void hole will be created on the ground and orbs will come out of the dial and follow you. Stand on the other side of the hole to drop the orbs in, and after 3, the hole will move to a different location. Repeat this until it sends a small orb back into the dial. Interact once again to get the void sword. The 4th sword is the light sword, the lion emblem. Equip the sword and during rounds you will see parasites spawn that glow yellow or orange. Head to the Speed Cola area and down the steps. There is a door just here you need to hit with a charged sword. Kill the glowing parasites with the sword to charge it, and then melee the door. Once you've done this 4 times, interact with the door to go inside. Once inside, interact to put the sword into the pedestal, and then some glowing symbols will come out. Look at the pedestal and you'll see a specific orb. Find that orb floating around and shoot it. Repeat this multiple times, checking the pedestal for the correct orb, and the sword will be charged and you can interact to take it back again. Now for the next step, you'll need to use those charged swords to get an incantation for each element. These are pretty powerful tacticals that do respawn, so you can use them on the rounds. Again, you can do this in any order. For fire, take the fire sword outside the castle and make some molotovs. You'll need to hit 3 bonfires with the molotov, or alternatively you can use the charged attack of the sword too. Once you've done all 3, a mini-boss will spawn which you'll need to kill. This will drop the Ankh, which is the ritual item. Head down to the main courtyard where you'll see a golden circle. Interact with it to put the anchor in and start the ritual. Kill enemies that spawn. We use the sword to kill them, but you might be able to use a gun, we're not sure. Once enough are killed, a box will appear. Hit it with the fire sword to open it and get the incantation. For lightning, take the lightning sword with you and head to Deadshot Daiquiri. Shoot the horseshoe above the door and head to the castle. Shoot yourself out of the cannon and this will charge the horseshoe. Now look for a thundercloud in the sky and move beneath it. Kill the zombies that spawn for the Pegasus horseshoe. Take this back to the spawn area and use it on the gold circle there. Again, kill zombies that spawn with a sword and unlock the lightning incantation. For the dark incantation, take the dark sword with you, head to Pack-a-Punch, and you will need to shoot something while in the sewer slide, so you may want to watch the next bit before continuing. Use the sewer slide, and near the end on the right is a raven. It's not very easy to see as it's so dark and the raven's also black. Shoot the raven while sliding. Once coming out of the slide, you will then see the raven flying around in the air. Shoot it again, and it will drop the crow's foot. Take this foot to the flooded dungeon below Stamina, and use it on the gold circle. Again, kill zombies to unlock the dark incantation. For the light incantation, get the light sword, and in the same room as the knights, shoot the red circle that the light is pointing towards. This will reflect the light to another crystal. Repeat the process of shooting the crystal to get the light to reflect until it goes into the library and points to the paladin's brooch on the table. Take this back to the knight's room and do the final circle in there to get the light incantation. Now the sword parts are done, we will also need to do another part of the Easter egg. You can do part of this earlier, but to finish it you need to have the incantations, so it's easier to do it all now. Head to the stamina up room and look around the room for pages with a red eye on. Interact with all 4 to pick them up. There seem to be multiple places they can be, so the locations in this video might not be the ones that you have. Once you have all 4 pages, you'll need to do a puzzle involving the wall in the flooded area and the tavern. Make sure to have melee macchiato and punch the cracked wall in the flooded area. This will reveal a set of symbols. These symbols match some of the bottles in the tavern. Head to the tavern and make a note of the symbols, or have a squad mate call them out to you. I'm not sure what happened with the rendering here, as they are super low quality, making it really difficult for us to do. I ended up taking screenshots of the bottles, which I found easiest, and I'll pull them up when doing the puzzle. Shoot all the symbols in the correct order, but be careful as they do swap around. Once done, this will open up a book on the wall to the left. Interact, put in the pages you found earlier. Now you'll probably want to screenshot these pages too, as the order will matter. You will need to go around the map and find the symbols that correspond to the pages in the book. The order is top left, bottom right, bottom right. Once you've found all the symbols on the map, make a note of which order you need to do them. These symbols are sometimes a bit hard to figure out which one matches, but look for the red glowing light to match up with the page. Once you have the order ready, make sure you have an incantation and start a round. Activate the red circle and make sure to kill zombies with the incantation. This will complete the symbol, and the book will no longer glow red for that symbol. You can do multiple in one round, but you must do them in order in the book. Once you have done all 4 of these and the book is completed, it will open up a mural on the stairs near Stamina. Head over to this mural and take a screenshot of the mural or note down the order. It starts at the top and goes clockwise. These symbols represent the swords and the knight's emblems. Head to the knight room and starting with the first element on the mural, equip the correct incantation and sword, and then first use the incantation and then inspect the sword. If this is done correctly, you'll get an animation and the knight will start to glow. Repeat this for each knight using the incantation and inspecting the sword in the order that's in the mural. After doing all 4 knights, a mystic orb will drop in the middle of the room which you need to pick up. You're in the final steps now, so not long left. Take the orb to the locations that the golden circles were. There will be a pedestal in the wall that you can put the orb in. You will again need to do this in the order of the mural. Take the sword and an incantation of the type you need, starting with the first one in the mural. Once the orb is placed, you can start the challenge, and you'll need to get kills with the element type. The easiest way to do this is to use the incantations and charge up the sword to get those element kills. We took a few tries doing this, but just the sword and the incantation alone should be enough. The light challenge for the orb is a little different. Instead of kills, you will see green orbs when you start the challenge. You will need to keep running through the orbs to complete the challenge. Complete the challenges for all 4 locations of the orb in the order from the mural. Once you do the 4th element, you will then have charged the orb. Take it to the mural and place it in the middle. This will open the study and start some more dialogue. Pick up the Guardian key from the table in the middle. Take the key back to the spawn area and place it into the fountain. This will allow you to interact with it again to start the boss fight. Before you go in, make sure you're geared up with pack 3 and good weapons. The boss fight itself is fairly straightforward. Shoot the armor to break it and expose a weak spot. Avoid the fire and try not to die to other zombies. We ended up failing to kill it on this run, but once killed, it will take you back to the main map spawn like the other maps. That's it for this video. If this helped you, then please subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.